gluten-free peanut butter and honey.
Oh, really, really good.
Morning, Trainiacs. Got a big swim day today. Big. Maybe not how you think. After yesterday's Jesse Itzler workout, there are a lot of things that hurt on me. Chest, back there, a lot of stuff in the legs. I feel fantastic. Well, that was pure awful. That was a lot of very specific work out there. Drafting, getting back on toes, almost puking. Does your body feel like somebody just poured cement into it too? Dear God, you guys, that was not at all what I was expecting from a rest day workout. Under this new plan that Pat and I have got going on today, it was supposed to just be like just a pure volume day. Big swim right there, come back later tonight, do a swim later. Still gonna do that, but like this, woo!
How's that look? Oh, really, really good. All right, I want to tell you a few ways that you all can prepare for open water swimming in the pool if you don't have a chance to get out in open water swimming before you do that. And I figured the easiest way to do that was with arts and crafts time. So I'll stop subjecting you to this angle of my face. Ugh.
So obviously the best place to train for open water is open water, but unfortunately not a lot of people have a body of water that they can swim in closely accessible. So here are some tips for how to train for open water in a pool. So let's say that you have a group of swimmers who all want to get better in open water. What you can do is line up a few drills like we did this morning in a pool. The first one that we did was we put a few swimmers out front. So if you start a few people at the flags side by side, they get to practice their deep water starts, and then a few people at the wall in behind. Everyone starts at the same time and everyone goes, and then by the time you get to the end, everyone will be fairly clustered together. There's gonna be a fair bit of toe touching, slapping, rubbing back and forth. Rubbing's racing, so get used to it. And you do that a bunch of times with 50s or 25-meter lengths, just getting used to the idea of having people around you, slapping your toes, getting your toes slapped, rubbing around, having to work your way through little groups that are like this, and then you kind of bash your way through if you have to. The more you do that, the more comfortable you're going to be with people around you. The next drill that you can do was something that we also did. Back to the start. The next drill that you can do is what we call a drafting train. And from this, you start off like you normally would with everyone lined up at the wall, going off one at a time. What you do though is you go very close to each other, right in behind, drafting. Now by the time everyone's out swimming in the pool, there's going to be a lot of toe touching in front and in behind. You're going to be given toe touches and you're going to be getting toe touches. Now where things get a little bit complicated is how you act when you get to the wall. What happens when you get to the wall is like this. So the lead swimmer, who was this guy, as they're coming into the wall, peels off to the side, the entire train goes through, and then the person who was the lead swimmer gets onto the back. And you keep going like that, where the lead swimmer peels off to the side, and everyone comes through in a line, and the lead swimmer gets on the back. You do that until everyone has gone through once or twice, so it might be 300 meters, 500 meters, could be a long set, But when you're in the draft, you're getting some rest. When you're at the front, you're working pretty hard. So that's getting comfortable with people touching your toes and your toes being touched. And then I want to talk about how to sight when you're in open water. Nice big smile because we love swimming. These are going to be mirrored goggles. Here's how you sight. That's you. You can practice this in a pool or open water, but what I want to show you is how much of your face you pull out of the water for sighting. So let's say that you're swimming away and you want to practice sighting. A lot of people will pull their entire face out of the water and catch a breath all at once. You don't want to do that because as you pull your face way out of the water, the other half of your body, if this is your face, is going to sink down because this goes up, this goes down. So you're going to drag in the water and you're going to slow yourself down. How you end up pulling your face out of the water is just slightly pull your goggles out of the water. You're still blowing bubbles at this point. And then turn your face slightly so that just the corner of your mouth, maybe your nose, and one goggle is out of the water. What I like to do is do this a couple of times in a row, getting a few sights and then kind of stitching those sights together to see where I am instead of getting one big sight to understand where I am. So just slightly out of the water, enough to see where you are. Turn your face, keep one goggle in, catch a breath out of the corner of your mouth, and then go back to swimming, maybe a stroke. Do it a second time, same thing, corner of your mouth, one goggle, and do it just a few times to be happy. And then to finish off, because I'm 5 years old, I gave Army Man Taren a little Speedo. Look at that, he looks so good. Coming for you. There we go. I hope that that helps you out, get comfortable in open water swimming. Those are a lot of the drills that we start doing around this time, now that it's getting really close to race season. And because I've got to get back to the pool for another long swim later today, off to eat the entire office. Overnight oats, coffee, apple, Lara bar, lentil stew, corn flour, somethings, gluten-free peanut butter and honey sandwiches, and rice chips and hummus. What? 2 swims in a day? I know. I'm a tremendous badass. Better be damn certain that this is gonna be floaty pants though. And would you look at that? There's a wetsuit in the pool. And a pat in the pool. Oh yeah.